revolution just might be brewing over at Apple. A revolution so big it might actually transform the iPhone again. Brace for impact because a total overhaul of the iPhone might be just right around the corner. What's up everybody, I'm Dries and I have a master's degree in educational technology, and today we're going to be talking about a huge technology company, Apple. And in this video I do want to discuss a little bit about how Apple is signaling through media how they're going to be evolving soon as a company and in their race towards AI. Because Apple has huge plans to integrate AI into their devices. And you might be saying, well, they already have Siri, which is AI, into their products, right? There's already things and processes that Apple has in their phones that is AI. And I get that, I do. But historically, Apple has sort of putted around the buzzwords of AI as it is a huge inflated trend. Rightfully so, it is a pretty revolutionary piece of technology that everyone wants to figure out how to leverage best for them and their company and society. So we're talking about that today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you like this kind of content. Let's get into it. So while Apple maybe is a little late to the game, and it really does feel like they are late. I mean, we look at Siri and it's kind of abysmal. In fact, people dog on Siri all the time, and rightfully so, because it does feel like it's high time for Apple to step up in this AI race. All of the other big players seem to have pretty much accelerated their process, right? Google, Microsoft, you name it. Quietly, about 6 months or maybe even more at this point, Apple did drop some discussions they had with OpenAI and Google in order to power its AI features. So we did know that Apple has been making progress towards AI, but now we have a little bit of research to consider about what Apple might be moving towards. So back when Apple did announce that they were looking to collaborate with OpenAI and Google, they also mentioned that they were developing their own language model. They called this language model the Ajax. And we know from recent research that they've been developing even more models, more processes, and more capabilities. The company has published its AI research and it does provide a pretty insightful look at what Apple has been up to. And what they've been up to is pretty significant. They've been creating smaller and more capable models that can run on a device without a network. Apple is strategizing this way because they probably think it's going to give them that competitive edge in the market. If we look at AI hardware devices like the R1, the AI Pin, these sort of handheld devices, a lot of them obviously require networks, but they're also lackluster. So in the realm of artificial intelligence, Apple really does have that design edge. And if you're like me, you're probably thinking Siri is going to be getting the major facelift. Building on the foundation that we know Apple has been expanding their AI capabilities, it's pretty simple of a leap, right, to make that Siri will be getting a major improvement. It might be more than just a smarter Siri, but how will the AI features most likely work? The tech giant is developing systems to detect voice commands without a wake word. This means you won't have to say, "Hey, Siri." They really are looking to build a model that can handle more ambiguous queries that humans might have organically. And it's not just the interpretation of the user, but it's the responses that Siri gives as well. Siri's responses will also be more concise, more understandable, and generally speaking, this should be improving the whole back and forth communication that we have with these AI devices. Hopefully we'll learn all about it at the June conference for developers that Apple holds annually. So let's move beyond Siri, right? Let's move beyond AI in Siri, because Apple's AI ambitions are far more vast than a simple AI assistant. And for a company as big as Apple, it makes complete sense, right, that would be the case. Siri is a great product, and of course they're going to improve it, but they're building capabilities on top of that. They want to build a foundation. They want to build an infrastructure. The company is exploring AI in all sorts of industries, from applications like health tracking, creative tools, and even music editing. Yeah, GarageBand, but with AI. It's sick. Also, probably most notable, most impressive, is that Apple has created an entire language model called Ferret. Yeah, like a ferret. I think it's kind of a cute name. This ferret would essentially allow the smartphone to interact with the environment around it, much like a lot of the AI devices on the market today. And if that truly is the case, this is the kind of AI that eventually might be able to even use itself, as the research says. That is exciting. That is like one step closer to large action models, which is one step closer to AGI, which is one step closer to ASI, and I'm probably sounding like I'm a crazy person. I'd also be remiss not to mention Apple's research in Ebert. Apple has developed a system called Ebert, and it is adorable sounding, but what it does is pretty crazy. It compresses LLMs, and Apple is able to compress these LLMs without compromising performance that much. I guess latency's impacted just a little bit. For example, Ebert was able to compress Google BERT's model to just 1.2 megabytes, a 15-fold reduction in size. This model only showed a 4% decrease in quality. I mean, not a bad trade-off. But why? Why let this research out now, and why sort of push it to the media now to dig our heels into? Well, I suspect they're doing this quite loudly to compete, to really make an entrance and craft the ultimate product. That's always Apple's goal, is to craft the ultimate product. But will it be like the R1 product or the AI pin? Doubtful. Apple rarely pushes out non-quality products. I'm saying that more hesitant now in 2024, but generally speaking, it's quality control, baby. With all of the products missing the mark, malfunctioning, not meeting those standards that we all expected them to, AI, it's here to stay. But how is it going to be integrated into these consumer products? I think Apple is going to have a little bit of a better time doing that. Because the concerns around transparency, accountability, how the AI systems are being built, the complaints, about interacting with AI without that human component for customer support, Apple does have the answer to those problems. Are they amazing solutions? No, but they do have processes and systems in place to meet some of those bigger complaints. Albeit the solutions are quite bloated, right? But they're there and they're somewhat working. No doubt, Apple's trying to make the most intuitive assistant out there, using and leveraging technology that they've been building quietly. Their goal is to create probably something like Siri that is responsive, it's effective, and it's seamless. It's seamlessly integrated into our lives, right? Seamlessly is the key word there. It can't be clunky. It just can't. Consumers don't want the clunk. The CEO of Apple has hinted at some pretty big announcements coming our way in June, so that's pretty exciting. The answers might just be a little bit closer than we think. So as we wait for Apple's annual worldwide developer conference in June, we twiddle our thumbs, we read the research, we lead with our curiosity, and honestly, the anticipation is quite palpable. So stay tuned for more developments, and if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out, and drop your thoughts in the comments below because that is also really beautiful for the algo. And until next time, I'm V, and I'm out of here. Bye!